All right, y'all. I had to dig deep within to calm down after that reunion last night. I wanted to come on live with y'all last night. I was taking my notes and everything, but Erica gave me a higher level of positivity that I needed most of the day to center myself. But your girl is centered, and now we gonna move forward. Let's get
Good
it.
for me. That's my opinion! Don't you get it? Why can't anybody have an opinion but you?
And I yell.
Do you not
How
get
do
it?
you know what's
That's
good
my
for
opinion.
me?
So I'm gonna have a lot of opinions tonight. So I just wanted to make sure that y'all knew that this is just my raggedy ass opinion, and I don't really care about what nobody else thinks. So let's get into this intro. All right, y'all. So the episode starts out with Erica getting all stank with Crystal about her saying, "Oh, well, I don't understand why you weren't more mad at Tom. I just feel like if, Rob had have done this to me, I would be even more angry. I'd be so mad at him." And then Erica's like, "Well, what the hell did you expect me to do? Like, why am I like, what would you like me to do to look more angry?" Which I'm saying that as if I agree with Erica. Don't nobody give a damn about Erica being angry, sad, mad, or glad. Bitch, pay the people. Pay them people. That's what you need to do. That's all she need to be giving any emotion about. She needs to be giving the cash. That's what she needs to be doing. I don't care about her emotions at this point because clearly Miss Pretty Bitch Ass Mess don't give a damn about nobody but her damn self, because basically all she did was talk about herself throughout this episode. And before we get further into the episode, why, oh, why, Bravo, was this 4 episodes? You bored the yuck out of me for 4 episodes. We could have really broke this thing down. Like I said in a previous posting that I put up, previous video. We could have did an hour and 15 minutes. Easy. 2 episodes tops, okay? We didn't need 4 parts. Stop it with the 4 parts dragging it out. Because y'all know y'all had good ratings all season. You wanted to drag it out. You dragged my nerves. That's what you did. Because all you did was play me and I'm pissed. And now you want to do Potomac for 4 parts. I just see this is going to be a whole bag of bullshit there too. But anyway, getting back into the episode, Andy says, "Why do you lash out at everyone when they ask you questions?" He asks Erica this, and Erica says, "Absolutely, I'm lashing out at everyone." And you know what? She is lashing out at everyone. And I will be lashing right the fuck back at her. I don't understand for the life of me. She is the brokest bitch sitting on the couch. And all of them are treating her like Regina George. Like they need to kiss her ass. Like, first of all, do they even do that in high school anymore, where it's like the pretty girl that's mean to everybody and somebody gives a damn? When I was in high school, I didn't give a damn. If there was a bitch that was like that, she could get joned on and carried just like everybody else. Okay? I don't give a damn if you think you the center of attention. Bitch, I will break you the fuck down like everybody else up in here, and you'll get clowned and joked on just like everybody else. So, but what is y'all attachment to her? Did she blackmail y'all? I'm sorry, y'all. For the life of me, I'm having trouble understanding why these very rich women crumble and fold behind this petty, broke ass bitch. Like, I don't understand. It's really starting to dig within. See, I'm getting angry again, y'all. And I said I wasn't gonna be angry, but I'm gonna move on. Let's move on. So she says, if you were being accused of all these things, how would you feel? Andy says he would be furious, but it's his friend. So he said, you basically like, well, I would be furious, but if it's my friends, I'm not going to talk to them the way that you talk to your friends. I would explain it to them and I would help them understand, what I'm going through. And I would respond in a way that they can understand how I feel. and what I'm going through. And I would basically tell them, basically, he's like, I tell them the truth about what's going on. Cause bitch, you be fucking lying. Okay. Andy ain't say that part, but I know he wanted to say that. He wanted to be like, Erica, you up here fucking lying and we know it. And Sutton, the only one pulled it out you. I'm just saying. So everyone steps in and says she has shown a lot of anger towards them all season, and she feels like everyone is asking her questions in a way that they are accusing her and thinks she's not being truthful. And she keeps saying, "You guys know me." No, we don't know you because you told the same story 11 different ways. So we do, you know what? We do know you. We know you're a liar. You are lying all the time that you open your plastic lips. You're telling lies that slither through your lips. You're a liar. And I wouldn't trust you as far as I can throw you, Slim. Seriously. Like you are I don't get it. And like even Andy was looking at her like, wow, you bite everybody's head off as they ask you a question or as they're even trying to even turn their head your way to speak to you. Okay. It's really bad. So moving right along, Andy says, what were the ladies thinking when people were saying the divorce was a sham? And they all said they didn't believe it, but emotions were high, so they had no idea what was going on. And Erica says they could have just asked her. And Garcelle brings up that she left the house the day before, so they couldn't talk to her before the article came out, and that they couldn't even talk to her or ask her any questions because she left. And then Erica says, well, I left because Garcelle revealed that information about Tom calling me that I didn't want everybody to know, and I just felt betrayed, so I left. I feel like her leaving was strategic at this point. You know, she's talking about she didn't know about articles coming out, this, that, and the third. Okay, be that as it may, and you talk about how you persevered through all these questions that people asked you. But why you take your ass home? You ain't want them to ask you no questions about that article. I believe you knew the article was coming out, and you're full of shit. You left because you didn't want to be questioned. And you left because you was bullshitting about what Garcelle said about Tom calling you. And moving faster in the episode, which we're going to talk about this later, apparently she said Tom called her 5 times while she was sitting her perched ass on that couch. So, but you got mad at Garcelle for bringing up the fact that he calls you all the time. When you going to get mad and get glad? I don't understand. You're very bipolar. You don't know what you want to be angry about. Then you don't know when it's okay for people to ask you questions. And then it's never okay for you to be civil about your responses to people. People should just be okay with you treating them nasty and being a bitch all the time. Girl, fuck you. Okay, anyway. So Andy asked, how does she pay for things? And she said, I use a credit card for everything. And in 2020 on Broadway, her card was declined. And that's when she found out that her and Tom were actually having financial situations, financial issues or whatever. And Andy asked how she has money if, when the cards don't work. Like once her card declined, how does she even get any money? And she says, well, you said you pay me well. So there you go. That's how I have money. But she said, but then I was like, but you said you give Tom your checks. So I'm confused, ma'am. You said you're giving Tom your checks, so you don't even have access to any of the money. But then when your card declined, you're saying that you had money from you being on the show. Lie again, bitch. Just keep on fucking lying. Like I cannot with Erica. The lies, the Candy said. So anyway, next they talked about her deliberately wearing not wearing waterproof mascara that day that she had the black tears running down her face because she wanted everybody to see her emotion that day, the emotion about her not having no money. But you don't have no emotion about these people that your husband that stole all their money from to keep you and your pillow princess ass looking right and tight all the time. Okay, you don't want to talk about that, but you just want to be sad and feeling bad for yourself because you broke. Okay, so you wore your little mascara to try to get some evoke some emotion out of everybody, and we weren't buying it, sis. We weren't buying it. So anyway, moving right along, she says she didn't deliberately do that. And then Lisa, I thought it was interesting how Lisa, tapped her on the leg and was just like, oh yeah, but you use different makeup artists all the time, so that could have been a different makeup artist. Bitch, please. Lisa, you and your wig shut the fuck up because nobody asked you any goddamn thing. You've been over here co-signing her bullshit for the last 3 episodes, and I'm about good and goddamn tired of you in your purple rain suit. Shut the fuck up. Like, you shut the fuck up, Lisa Rinna, okay? Because you making excuses for this bitch. And she always talks about her famous glam squad. She not using different makeup artists. Or are you using different makeup artists because you're not paying them? Like old girl from Married to Medicine. Are you taking a page out of her book? I don't know. But anyway, she ain't using no different makeup artists, and she's not. They're obviously, makeup artists are not going to put mascara on you that's not waterproof, ma'am. Okay, no, ma'am, Pam. I don't believe it. Tell it to somebody that cares. So anyway, Andy has asked if she's talked to Tom while he was in the senior living facility, and she says she talked to him to make sure he was okay. Then that was when she talked about, I told y'all I skipped ahead. That was when she was like, yeah, he's called me 5 times today while I've been here. And I'm just like, girl, but you made it such a big old, now it's okay to tell everybody that he called you. Bye, Erica. I just can't. So moving right along, Andy asked if she asked Tom if he did it. And she goes around the mulberry bush and through Mayberry's gates to say absolutely nothing. Okay. So her response was, she said she asked, why would you leave her with the millions of dollars of lawsuits pointed at her? And she said, he doesn't acknowledge anything with her. He doesn't acknowledge anything. I'm like, girl, you, I don't think you did that good on Chicago. Your acting is not that good. Okay. It's not given. And she said, he doesn't acknowledge anything. It doesn't matter what he says because he's incompetent. Then she says, he shouldn't even, she was like, I shouldn't even be telling you that. Bitch, you ain't told us nothing. You've been answering these questions with a truckload of nothing. Okay, you've given absolutely nothing. Now, Andy did ask the hard questions. I will give him that. But he didn't push on the answers that she was, them bullshit ass answers she was giving. So it wasn't given, and I was tired of him too, but kudos to you, Andy. I do gotta give you credit for actually asking the damn questions that all of us want to know, instead of some bullshit that y'all made up so that she can jump around answering the questions like more than what she already did. So anyway, Andy asked, was $20 million transferred to EJ Global? And she said, no, her lawyer wrote page 6 and E, but no one talks about that. Yeah, they don't talk about it because it probably didn't happen. Okay, allegedly, my opinion, whatever you got to say for all of that. Yeah, because it didn't fucking happen. You've been lying so much. Why would we believe that your lawyer wrote anything? I don't think your lawyer wrote one red word to any of these outlets to say anything. You're such a liar. It should burn your lips, your Botox lips. She says she spent $14 million over 12 years, not in 1 year, on her Amex. But quiet as it's kept, I thought there was a lawyer I saw on YouTube that actually reported that she did spend $14 million in a year on an American Express card that had access to her funds that actually produced evidence that this is what was happening. But that's alleged. I don't know. I don't have a copy of it. But there's some lawyer on YouTube, child. Watch Up and Adam. They talk about it on his episode. Maybe they have some further information on that. So anyway, moving right along. Andy asks, is the money you have been spending the money Tom stole from others? And she says this is a long bankruptcy. Again, running around running about the mulberry bush naked, saying nothing. She says this is a long bankruptcy that is going to take time. She says if that's true, is that the lawyer's salary, the secretary, or anyone that worked in the business? And she was like, she doesn't know what it is ruled that she could be roped into this. Anyway, girl, you trying to deflect now. Is it the money or not? Okay. You first of all, she don't give a damn if that's the money. She just mad that she got to pay it back. That's what this is all about. So next, Andy asks, has anyone heard of Tom's money issues? Everyone says no, but Kyle, use a bold-faced lie, because at one point, I swear you said, I could have sworn that you brought up Bethany, because you and Bethany are bosom buddies, and Bethany told y'all a long time ago that this broad husband has some money issues. So use a lie. You knew. But again, y'all got your lips suction cup to Erica's asshole, child. Like she gonna TKO each on every one of y'all in one sitting. I don't understand. I just don't understand. So anyway, Andy says people thought Erica was manipulating the narrative to say he's been on the decline in the last 3 years, but he's actually been stealing money for the past 10 years. And she says, I wouldn't be on a show like this if I thought Tom was stealing money. Now that right there, I do believe. Because Erica is stupid, but she ain't that damn stupid. I don't think she would have came on a TV show that shines a light on every freaking thing that you do in your life, knowing that she would eventually get caught up. So then Andy asked Sutton about her saying one of Tom's business partners left the firm because of claims that they were having money issues. She said the partner's wife told him something was off. This is a clip that they show where Sutton was like, the partner's wife said she just felt like it. She's felt in her spirit that something was off. So she just told her husband to get up on out of there, child. That woman's intuition kicked on up in there. And so Sutton was like, Erica was like, well, who is this person? Like, what are you talking about? It could help me. Tell me who it is. And Sutton was like, I don't know. I don't remember. And Erica's like, please, it can really help me. Please, please. And Sutton's like, okay, I'll help you. Bitch, fuck you. That's what I would have said if I was Sutton. I ain't helping you do shit. Fuck your couch. Okay, I'm not helping you do shit. Fuck you, and you. Who's next? That's what I would have said. I'm not telling you a motherfucking thing, Erica. A motherfucking thing. You can kiss my ass and get glad. That's what you could do. I'd be like, well, maybe I'm having some of the Alzheimer's that Tom is having. I don't remember. Don't help Erica Sutton. Fuck her. Anyway, Erica says she gets upset with everyone because they should be able to come to her. And Rena says if we're going to get together, talking behind people's backs is not going to work. Bitch, please. You talk about everybody got them back. You going to talk about all these bitches as soon as they leave here. You and Erica probably got a private phone line where y'all talk about even each and every one of them bitches on the cast with you. So don't even fake the front. And I'm so glad that Juan Dixon is not here. I'm glad they rolled the daggone camera footage back to show all the times that Rena has been talking shit about somebody behind their back. And I knew it. I told y'all in another video that Rena been in a damn hot bowl of soup for the last couple of seasons for her talking shit about everybody. So she wanted to lay low this time. I don't even think that she really intended to kiss Erica's ass as much as she did. I just think she ain't really want to be in the fire. That's what I think. I think she was like, I'm gonna try to lay low as much as possible, and if I gotta kiss Erica's wrinkled titties to make sure I can stay out of the limelight, I guess I'm gonna have to do that. So, girl, Rena, bye, boo and bye to you. So anyway, Rena admits giving Erica a heads up about the meeting that all the ladies had. We already knew that. Moving right along. So a viewer said the ladies did not ask Erica any hard questions and that they all kissed her ass. Viewer, bingo, bango, boom. You are right, because they all did kiss her ass. Suction cupped their Botox lips to her booty, okay? Erica says she doesn't mind them asking questions, but they know her. She also says she isn't going to apologize to Sutton because she doesn't want to. Bitch, you know what? Apologize to my bank account, bitch, because you will never see it. Okay? How about that? Don't nobody give a damn about your raggedy ass apology, Erica. Just don't even speak my name. How about that? Because you're too poor to talk about me. And moving right along. She said she isn't going to apologize to Sutton because she doesn't want to. And when she says she's coming for her, she meant she isn't going to give her grace when everyone is coming after her. Because I guess they all have, like, of course, in all these seasons, they have like their targeted person. So she's like, I won't give you grace of not coming for you with the rest of the group, like most people do in some situations. Girl, shut up. You are a bootleg Regina George. Ain't nobody got time for that. Everybody tells her that is not how it came off, because it sounded like you was trying to stick Tom's weeble ass on her, like he was gonna come from the lawyer death grave and go in a courtroom now that he's been disbarred and somehow attack Sutton and take her for all she's worth. Yeah, right. So Erica then says that's what she meant. I'm coming for you is slang. Bitch, please. So Rena turns to Sutton and says, that was scary for you, right? Rena, shut the fuck up. Like, Oh my God. Her wrinkled top lip are just getting on my fucking nerves. Like, they must have put too much in that top lip for today. Cause she been moving her lips too much today about a whole bunch of nothing. The Erica says in any other city, this would just be a conversation, like Potomac and Atlanta. And she tried to throw New York in there at the last minute. You think you're slick, Erica. You trying to say that in the black cities, we always scrapping. I tell you one thing, if your ass was in Potomac and Atlanta, them bitches wouldn't be scurrying every time you talking your talk. You'd have been smacked and mollywopped by now, and rightfully so. So you better retract that statement at some point, because I see you. We see each other, okay? Because you really tried it. You trying to say that the black franchises is ghetto, or it's common knowledge for us to go back and forth with each other. No, we don't go back and forth with each other all the time. We just tell the truth. But you lie. You are a liar. You always lying. So, and these bitches believe you. Well, actually, they don't believe you, because judging by Kyle's faces every time you speak or utter a word at all, she don't believe shit that you saying either. So all y'all just fake as fuck. That's what it is. So anyway, Garcelle says under her breath, what does that mean? Because sis peeped game. She saw that you was full of shit. But Andy ain't pick up on that question. I wish they would have asked your ass. So what you mean by that? What you mean? You should have been safe by just saying New Jersey. But you ain't that damn smart. I guess you ain't practiced that with your lawyer. So anyway, a viewer tweets that Erica has yelled at numerous cast members, but not once was she called a bully. Garcelle retweeted it, and she says she feels they should have called Erica out about being a bully. And she said that night with Erica and Sutton, she wishes she stepped in to de-escalate the situation, because it was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot of bullshit. That's what it was. And all them bitches sat around and just let her pounce on Sutton. And really, she wasn't going to do shit. So I don't even know why Sutton sat there and took that burden. So she said that night with Erica and Sutton, she wishes she stepped in. And Sutton said it's not okay to speak to people the way you do, and I have my opinions. And Sutton said Erica needs to handle things like an adult. And Erica says, well, I am an adult, and you were acting like a bitchy fucking cunt. Oh my gosh, bitch. Why? Why, Sutton? Oh, why? She keep giving you the 1-2 punch with her words, and y'all just sitting there like this with the stuck face. You're shocked. I don't know why you still shocked by how this bitch is talking to y'all. You need to know. You know what? We talking about Potomac and Atlanta. You need to call them bitches so you can learn how to read her ass back. Because clearly y'all struggling and you need some help. Because y'all all just looking real Botoxed in the entire face every time she speaks. Y'all need to lay off that narcotic, okay? And tell this bitch about herself. Because she just keep on bullying y'all on the playground. And I don't understand why. This should not be allowed. It's ridiculous. It's blasphemy at this point. So anyway, Erica said you kept pushing and only worried about yourself, saying Sutton was only worried. No, bitch, you about the most selfish bitch on this cast. It's proven. It's a fact. Facts, okay? So Sutton said, actually, I wasn't worried about myself. I wasn't seeing you worried about the victims at all. Boom. Sutton is the only one that had enough bowl, a little bit of bowl. She pulled her bowls out just a little tiny bit to get Erica. Oh, Erica got pissed. If y'all thought she was pissed, she got even more pissed. So Erica said, you don't know that. What would I need to do? And Sutton says, you were only throwing insults at me. You weren't taking any types of conversations one-on-one with me. And Erica says, well, I don't need to convince you. I'm not going to be called a liar. And Sutton said, how do I know that? I don't know you that well, and I'm just looking at the facts. But Sutton, you don't know her that well, but you was about to help pad her pockets a little bit. And, while her, settlement was going on. So are you just rich that you can just pass out money? Because I have a couple bills around here you can pass me some money for if you just in the holiday spirit. I'm just saying. But Erica is trash. And if she's supposed to be the type of people that you want to entertain, and this is supposed to be your friend, but now you don't know her that well, I don't know, sis. This ain't sounding right. So she said, Erica says, reading the LA Times, you're not looking at the facts. All you did was read the LA Times. And Erica says, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Sutton says, you shouldn't. Sutton says, well, you pretended to be my friend in Delmar. And I thought you were really being sincere. And you know what that is? That's lying. Erica says, no, that's just playing your ass. No, you ain't play no damn body. You thought, you know what, let me be nice to her because I do need $20 for gas to get home. That's what the hell you was doing. You was trying to get back into Sutton's good graces so you can possibly get back into them pockets. That's what I think you were doing. You full of shit. So you wasn't playing nobody but your damn self, because now you isolating yourself from people that could potentially help you. That's not a chess move, man. So then Erica says being called a liar is a big deal in her life. And she says she never told the story about Tom's accident to anyone but the ladies. And she didn't have to lie. And Sutton says, well, you did, because you said he broke his ankle and that was it. Just because you didn't say he had the brain thing at the same time, you're still lying. Then she said, you also lied about him having affairs. It's okay to lie to protect someone, but you were just basically just lying for sport. And Erica says, you weren't even in our group years ago. But it doesn't matter if Sutton was there years ago. You telling the stories now. So what is you saying? That don't make no sense. So Sutton said, you still told the stories recently. So that has no merit. The Erica said when Tom's counsel told her he was incompetent, then she told the whole story. Why you had to waiting to see if the man was incompetent to start telling the truth, or what you are calling the truth? No, you're telling the stories that they told you to tell so that Tom can have a certain image. We're not stupid, ma'am. By no means. Ain't nobody, we are not boo-boo the fool out here. We see what's going on. A viewer asked, why did Rena say Erica shouldn't be questioned, because this is something serious? But she questioned Yolanda's health, Kim's addiction, and Denise's marriage. They were all serious situations. But with Erica, it's like crickets for her, which I'm so glad that Andy asked that question. And Rena says she felt bad about the situation with Yolanda and Kim and Denise, and she wishes that she could take it all back, and she wishes that she didn't go that hard with all of that stuff, and she apologizes and all this stuff. Girl, bullshit. You fucking lying too. Okay. So anyway, moving on from her. Viewer says Sutton was such a good friend to Erica, and when she flew the ladies out to see her on Broadway. And then Erica said, yeah, well, that's why I don't understand why she flipped on me over an article. What? I can't, y'all. I can't. I won't. So Erica says, come to me and talk to me. Sutton says, you wouldn't talk to me. Like, she literally told her not to say anything else to her. And you were telling all the women behind Sutton's back, tell that bitch don't say nothing to me now. She kept saying that in so many words. Then Erica said, you called me a liar. You said you didn't want to be seen with me. And can someone please back me the fuck up on what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. But you said that everybody can come to you. They can all come to you and talk to you, right? But this how you treat them? This was a picture that people, oh, my picture gone, y'all. No, it's not. Here was a photo that everybody on the internet had going around. Erica's like, everybody just come to me, talk to me. You know me. Bitch, we don't know you, because every time we try to come and talk to you, this is the face we get. This is the Erica that we get every single time we come to you with any type of thing. We come and ask you, bitch, did you brush your teeth this morning? This what you gonna snap back at me? I ain't talking to your ass at all. I'm not talking to you if that's how you gonna respond to me, because I'm end up slapping the shit out you. I'm just saying, because I'm gonna serve you up an ass whooping every time you think you're gonna disrespect me, and that's on period. Okay, so moving right along. Andy says the viewers say her attitude and postings don't have anything to do with the victims, and it's as if she doesn't care. She says she is showing she cares by cooperating in court and doing her part, and that should be enough. No, you in court because you getting sued. If it wasn't for that, you would not admit any type of blame, and you wouldn't be doing anything. You would just be doing the same old thing that you're doing times 20, just doing your own thing, living your own life, spending all this money, being expensive to be you, and not giving a damn about nobody else but yourself. Because all you've been talking about is yourself and how this affects you and your life, how your life is changing. Boo, woe is me. You can't spend $2 million a month anymore. Girl, bye. So then Andy asks all the women if they've heard everything they are wondering about or if they have questions about. And Kyle says she's happy to have clarity about the car incident. But do you really have clarity about the car, Kyle? Because she's still lying about that. And then it was 12 hours, now it's 9 hours. So I don't know how many hours the man been unconscious. I really don't give a damn, honestly, just to be truthful. So Erica says to everyone, thank you. Here she go, Sour Patch Kid. You want to cuss. That's Erica's problem. She think that she can cuss everybody out and then they supposed to be her friend when she want them to be her friend. They supposed to not question her at all. That's basically what she need to say. Come to me. You know me. Ask me questions. She really want to be like, don't ask me shit. Just follow me blindly. That's what she want them to do. Follow her blindly. And bitch, no, because you about the blindest bat in this whole group. I wouldn't follow you to the grocery store. Get out of here. Get out of here. I don't believe anything that you say or do. Your whole life is a lie. Like, come on, girl. Get on out of here. So then she want to give this blanket thank you to everybody, for allowing her to tell her story and all this. I hope today you all leave knowing more of my side and that this is not going to wrap up easily. And Kathy apologizes out of nowhere, apologizes to Garcelle about not coming to her dinner because she was still in the midst of quarantine and production wouldn't let her come. So I thought that was cute for Kathy to kind of break it up with a little slight bit of comedic relief. So Andy goes around and asks them what would they redo this year, and Sutton says her relationship with Crystal. Dorit says she wants to make sure she's always a good mom, and Kathy says Kathy loves the sisterhood that she's gained with being on the show with the ladies, and Crystal says she was happy to end the season on Chinese New Year where it was basically ending on positive vibes, and Garcelle feels more like an insider in the group now, and she's happy she got resolution with Dorit and Brenna. And Rena says she wants to leave the season happy, and she's happy that her and Garcelle are moving forward, and she believes she's a good friend. Brr. No, you're not. Ma'am, you are not a good friend, okay? I wouldn't trust you far as I can throw you. Get on out of here. Erica says she came with an open heart, and she stood up for herself. Bitch, you ain't standing up for shit. Get on, Erica. I'm just done. I'm about done with you. And Kyle says she feels a responsibility to patch things up to help everybody get along all the time. But Kyle, no, you don't. No, you don't. Because you always stirring the shit up. People will be done with it. And you want to get somebody else to do your dirty work. That's your problem. You throw the knives and hide your hands. That's your MO. And we all see it. We see it. You don't even try to hide it anymore. You out in public with your bullshit. So I listen. This season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, it took me through so many emotions that I've never in my entire life seen a bunch of grown women be so stupid. I cannot, I don't think I'll ever see it in life because frankly, these types of bitches ain't my cup of tea because all my friends, they know how to hold their own. I might take a look and them bras have some balls hanging from somewhere. They so gutter. Okay. You're not going to be around me and be a pushover or acting like a bitch like these women did around Erica, especially somebody that can't do shit to you. There is no way she would ever part her lips to speak to me like that. Absolutely not. And not get followed up with a two-piece. And I'm not talking about from Popeyes, okay? But thank you guys for watching. As you guys know, I am on the road to trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So help me out. If you guys like what you see, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I love to hear from all of you guys. I'm really enjoying this whole YouTube thing. And I hope you guys enjoy my commentary. So I will see you in the next video. Peace out.